pizza from Pizza Hut here. I want to put a little lipstick on. There we go. Yeah, I ordered a pizza. It should be here in a bit. It'll smell good, so I smell good for the guy. As you could tell, I'm running around braless today. But it's actually worked pretty good. I even went and took a nap the whole bit, and hey, works good. So, now as soon as I get the notification that the pizza's on the way, I'll go set the camera out front. And like I said, we will see what I get in this light with it. Hold on, let me pull it up here so I can see who's talking to me. Oh, unicorn! Hey! Oh, unicorn! Hey! Oh, unicorn! Uh-oh, feedback. There we go. How are you, unicorn? Actually, today, I got out of bed, threw on a top and a skirt, flipped a wig over my head, and I've been this way all day. No shave, no nothing. I did epilate a little bit, though. So, hello, Jasmine. How are you? Yeah, no, I figure on the Pizza Hut thing, when it flips over showing delivery here, I'll go move the camera outside. I could sit here and still chat. But yeah. Yeah, no, I thought this works pretty good without the bra. And they've stayed in place all day. And I've even tried taking a nap. God, I slept like 4 hours today. So, yeah. It's been a busy week. It's been a week full of all kinds of fun stuff. Now, for those of you that have watched my videos, you know I wore a dress to the Christmas party Saturday night. And won Employee of the Year in the dress. And that was so funny. But it's been the craziest week of my life. Now, when I walked into the party in the dress, our plant manager and his boss are there. And it's like, oh, I talk to him like I always do. You know. And then my plant manager's boss has to introduce me to his wife. And his wife stood there and talked to me for like 10 minutes. And then when I go over and I sit down, I'm thinking, okay, I'm a guy in a dress, and I'm mingling with the top brass. It's like, how bizarre can that be? And then before the night was out, I won Employee of the Year. Now then, my daughter, she entered an essay writing contest on why your daddy is your hero. And this was at the dentist's office. She spent 3 days running around with her paper and her pencil. She was going to win this and take Daddy to the Princess Ball at Glen Eagle Castle. And here, okay, she writes all this up and changed it. I mean, she was like going nuts here correcting it. And then she finally turns it in. Well, turns out she won us tickets to Glen Erie Castle to the Daddy-Daughter Princess Ball. So it's like, okay, I gotta step up and be the prince here now. I was the girl at my Christmas party. I've got to be the dad, the prince for my little daughter. So I rented a $250 tux. It was like $252 to be exact. Black with pink. And then I ordered us a limo for the night. Now this is going to be on Sunday night the 17th. The limo picks us up at 5:15 p.m. to take us to, yeah, it's like I said, formal event. It's at Glen Erie Castle. It's the Princess Ball, the Daddy-Daughter Princess Ball. So you are going to see me dressed to the nines as the guy. Car picks us up at 5:15, and I hope to be live streaming. I'm going to set my laptop out front so you can see when the limo pulls in and stuff, and we'll have some fun with this. But yeah. So now I've got, hey, I went to the Christmas party as the extreme girl. Now I got to be the extreme guy and be dad. So yeah. Alright. You wear a sports bra, huh? Well, basically, I'm a 42 on the band. Cup size, gosh, I get everything from 8 cup clear up through triple D. And like I say, this is without the bra. Basically, these are some new forms I got. And here, one of the websites there that on eBay, it's like they had a deal on them for Black Friday there. And so I figured, hey, silicone breast forms, last ones I bought were like 150 bucks. So they got them on sale, and they've kept them on sale here for now. And they're like 30 to 40 bucks depending on size. I bought all 8. Like, wow, now's my chance to experiment with them and have some fun. So, and these things you're supposed to be able to even go braless with them. And yeah, I slept in them last night. This morning I take the bra off, I put the shirt on, and they've been there all day. And I went and laid down, took a nap for like 4 hours, and it's kind of pressing on them and everything, and ain't moved. So, like, wow, I like that. So yeah, we will be going to the Princess Ball, which I have never in my life rented a tux. The limo I've got her, it's big limo, beautiful. And it's what I asked for was the biggest one that we could get, that they could still get into the castle with. And it also comes with the red carpet treatment. So basically, when they pull up and stop, the driver gets out, rolls out the red carpet before he opens the door, and you step out on the red carpet. And my daughter is going to love this. Now, we were wanting to keep it a secret, but there's no way. When she started getting so worried about what Dad's going to wear, and he's like, Dad, you can't wear a dress to this. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll wear my jeans and a t-shirt. She says, no, Dad, you can't wear that. She says, you need something really nice. And it's like, well, I don't have anything really nice. I've got, my work pants I can put a dress shirt with. She says, no, Dad, you need a tux. It's like, where am I going to get a tux? She's like, well, there's places all over town that rent tuxes. She says, you need a tux so you look good. And so, okay. I finally broke down, and to calm her down, I took her and I showed her the ticket where I rented the tux. $252 worth with all the accessories. I mean, I'm going to be dressed to the nines. And she's looking over it. She says, a tux? And I'm like, yeah, I rented a tux. That's where I was last night. Why I was late coming to get you from daycare was I was down getting fitted and getting it all put together. Comes even with the shoes, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to be gorgeous as the guy. Okay. And then, it's like I was telling her that, yeah, and then I got a big surprise for you the night of the party. And she kept picking on me and asking me questions and trying to pry it out of me. And it's like, when I made the comment, well, it's as big as I could get and still fit. And she's like, kicking this around. And finally, when Mom come home with the beauty pageant dress for us, so she's gonna be the true princess. And when she put the dress on, trying it on, it's so beautiful that I was having trouble not tearing up. It's like my eyes were getting watery and all, just looking at her in the dress. And she still had the hair hanging down the whole bit, hadn't done anything other than just trying it on. So, hello, Star Dreamer. Hey, we are doing pizza delivery live tonight. As soon as the thing from Pizza Hut flips over to say it's on its way, I'm going to move the camera out front. So, and I am in nothing but a skirt and a little tank top there. I don't even have a bra in today. So, yeah. So we'll show you live. Pizza delivery live. But anyhow, so yeah, I showed my daughter pictures of the limo, and she's like, ah! So this is gonna be her night, and that's Sunday the 17th, and that's basically a week out. So we're gonna live stream it as we leave. I'm gonna try to get plenty of video and pictures through the night. If there's a chance I can live stream from there, you know I will. Hey, if I live stream it, you know it's happening now. I'm not sure how cold it is outside. I think we're like 50s or something. I know it wasn't supposed to be too warm, but humidity's low, so it hasn't been bad. You know, at Pizza Hut, it's hard telling how long it's going to take them, because I've had times where the manager himself has delivered my pizza in 16 minutes. So you're in Kentucky, Star? I'm in Colorado Springs, in Colorado. Woohoo! I love Colorado. And I gotta tell you, I love my job. Where else can a guy in a dress show up at the Christmas party and win Employee of the Year? And then I've got some cute stories for you for during the week. One of my stores I walked into, now it's a liquor store, and these guys, you know, they come across as, you know, the staunch Republican, you know, yeah, we're all about freedom and everything. And I showed him my video from the Christmas party. He's like, oh, I love this. I gotta subscribe to your channel. He says, you are just so freedom extreme. And he says, I love this stuff. And I'm like, wow. And then when I walk into Safeway in Falcon, as soon as I come in the door, they're like, hey, we heard about your Christmas party. Gerald said you wore a dress. It's like, yeah, you want to see the video? And they loved it. Come on. We're Coca-Cola, okay? We're in every store in town, in the entire area. And everybody was at the Christmas party. So I'm sure the whole town knows. But Monday morning, right off the bat, I walk into a Walgreens, and the assistant manager comes over, and he's got a high five me, and I was like, good job! So he saw my video. He subs my channel. And then he's like, well, why don't you wear a dress on the job? Well, 3 times over the course of the week, I've had accounts ask me that. Why don't wear a dress on the job? So, you know, because I was kind of using the opportunity with the video of the Christmas party as kind of a way to pave that path. In case I wanted to wear a dress on the job. I just don't know if I could do my job in a dress. You know? Throwing cases is, you know, that's brutal work. But at this point, the door's wide open for me. My customers, I got 91 stores, and I probably got with like 80 of them over the course of the week. And they're totally cool with it. So, yeah. Oh, we left before the party was over, Star. Basically, at midnight, they were going to have some more drawings. We left about 11:15. It's like, there's no way I can stay that late. So, yeah. Well, they've been working on fixing the pizza here for a while. I don't know how long it's going to take them tonight. Oh, it's out for delivery, guys. I am going to move the camera out front. And you can watch live when he gets to my front door. And I show up like this. I have too much fun with this YouTube. So, now I can go inside and I can chat from there while this is out here. There we go. Can you see me? I'm thinking I'd probably tip that down just a bit and maybe even move it in a little. Let's see how I look. Yeah, we can turn it out so you can get more of a view as he's coming up. There we go. so it sounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some cheeses for you.
There we go.
Thank you.
That's my pen. Didn't know if you'd have a pen or not. I know you normally do. Ooh, that is smoky.
All right, have a great night. Thank
You
you
too.
very much.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas.
It's Christmas time, and I'm sure you're working to try to
Yeah, my
make Christmas
birthday's
special.
birthday's in 10 days?
Well, happy birthday and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All
Good
right.
night.
You take care. I got to get the pose in there. And yes, it is cold out there. And I'm running around dressed like this. We got pizza! Morgan, you want to let the puppies in? Excuse you. Why do I get a trip on you, girl? Got a doggy under my feet. You smell that skunk?
There's a skunk out there.
There is. Here I am. Okay, guys, choices for dinner here now. Extra beef, extra bacon, extra pepperoni, extra cheese, and mushrooms on thin crust. And then over here we got ham, pepperoni on half, and cheese.
This half is Mommy's, this half is mine.
You're going to eat half my pizza.
Well, this is Mama's half.
Would you like a plate?
Yes, please. This is
Will the
half.
princess plate work?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's fairy.
Oh, it's a fairy plate. You look like princess to me.
They're fairy princesses. They're pretty much fairy princesses. Can you cut that
So
in
we
half?
got pizza.
Just not on the bubble.
Cut it in half, but not on the bubble?
Yeah.
How do I cut it in half, but not on the bubble?
Right here.
Oh, you want that one cut?
Yeah, not on the bubble.
Okay.
I like the bubble. That bubble's cool. I do not know how to close a pizza.
Does that work?
Yes. I still get the bubble.
Okay. Yes, you get the bubble. Now basically all I've done today is do some laundry. Other than that, play around on YouTube and Facebook. But when I posted my video on Facebook, the one with me winning the Employee of the Year at the Christmas party in a dress, big mistake, because man, my Facebook went from like 6 friends to I've had like 400 people overnight trying to friend me. And they're calling me, you know, on Messenger and everything else, and I had to take Messenger off of my cell phone because I couldn't go to work. The thing wouldn't shut up. So I don't have Messenger on the phone, guys, so that means there's no way to call me on it. Oh. But it's like, come on, I gotta be able to get my job done. And these guys, when you don't answer, they're so persistent. They just keep trying, and it's like, come on, don't you get a hint? So, the wide open world there on Facebook. Yeah, right. But I have met a lot of nice people there that are nice. But then again, I've met some bad apples. The one guy was doxing me, which, you know, I didn't think about it until after the fact. He's like, "Where are you from?" You know, so I told him Colorado. And he's like, "Hey, what county are you in?" And I told him what county it was. And after that, I thought, wait a minute now. Facebook, you got your real name on there. With that information, they go into public records and find out everything about me. So, at that point, I'm thinking, all right, is this guy out to, like, try to blackmail me? What's he gonna do? Call my employer up and tell him I wear a dress? Come on, do you think I wore a dress to the Christmas party with everybody there? I think they already know. I don't think there's any question. Goodness. Yeah. I don't think anybody questions, do I wear a dress? Of course I do. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do a glass with ice here. I know I'd look better if I'd shaved, but I almost had it all gone before the Christmas party, and then I wound up having to shave it. So what I'm down to is the lighter, softer brown hairs, and so I figured this weekend I'll just let it grow, epilate it, pluck it out, and I should have it all gone here, probably within the week if I do that. So I've gotten rid of all the painful stuff. So now it's not quite so killer. But I was doing my arms and my legs today because I had some little ones coming. And they came out so silky smooth and soft. Like they feel like a baby's bottom. So yeah. And I'm sorry. Back when I could first grow a mustache, I had a mustache till I was about 21 or 22. And at that point, that went bye-bye. And I have had no use for facial hair ever since. So, okay, I'm gonna have to take a couple of strips here. Take my drink in. If I can get it all into the thing, I can take the camera too. Yeah, but now what do you think of my glasses here? I got the driving glasses. And I've got, these are bifocals. So as you can see, they got the line in them. But yeah, those are my girly glasses. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, wow. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take you back in the other room, along with my Coke, and then I'll come back and grab my pizza. We just don't walk away from food on the stove very long. It has a tendency to vanish. I know, you're thinking it must be aliens. Be right back with my pizza. I am. I'm back. Oh, goodness. Am I not? I got a doggy here. But no, it goes to show you, even a pizza guy I've never met is respectful to me. I don't get it. Doesn't matter where I go, what I do, in a dress, a skirt, however, nobody has an issue with it. Well, Star, we have a lot of fun here. Life is so full of nonsense. Don't take life serious. It'll drive you nuts if you do. I don't even know if I'll get out of the house tomorrow. I might. Problem is, if I go anywhere, I spend money. And with how much money I just spent on a tuxedo and a limo, maybe it's a good weekend to stay home. Because the tuxedo for the 17th was $252. The limo I ordered, $325. Which they're paid for. So I don't have to worry about it from here. I just got to figure out, okay, how am I going to recoup from this? So we're going to have some fun. I've got to step up and be the dad, which I am the dad. So, to where I need to give Morgan all the time she wants. And other than that, I'll see what I can do on live streaming, video, whatever I can do. Why are you trying to dump my strudel over there? Do I have a P.O. box? No, I don't. Not yet. I thought about it, but then that's one more thing to stop and check. Even though I drive by the main post office here in town, once or twice a week, and I park in the post office parking lot in the one out in Simla on every other Friday. So it's not like it's a long ways to a post office box. I am not sure what all we'll be doing. It is the Daddy-Daughter Royal Princess Ball. Would you quit trying to dump things over? Quick. And so it's a formal event, and it's in the real castle. Would you move your butt over here so you don't dump my... You're going to throw my phone on the floor. I love you. Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't have a P.O. box yet. Maybe I'll check into it next week if I get a minute. Because like I said, I drive right past Maine like twice a week. So it'll only take me a split second to turn in there and go check a P.O. box. But no, that could be something to think about for this year. I wish you'd quit trying to dump my camera, though. Hang on, guys. He's pushing so hard on this bar stool here that I set the camera on. There we go. We'll move it over here some. He's got his butt against the bar stool here because he's wanting the best seat in the house to watch the pizza. There we go. Good, yeah. Hey, Tyson here is a cheeseburger eating champion. You throw him a double cheeseburgers from McDonald's or Burger King and he gets about 3 chews on it and it's gone. If I could enter him in Nathan's hot dog eating contest, I'm sure he'd win. No, thank you, Faith. Hey, toasted cheddar crust. Oh no! I'm sorry, Star. I'm sorry. But now I've lost, gosh, the last dog I lost was Demi. She was half lab and half pit. She was 16 years old. We knew it was coming for quite some time because basically she got where she couldn't drink water. And then she couldn't, well, she quit eating food. And a few weeks later, and she quit drinking water. And it got where she smelled like death. And we take her into the vet's office and they check her out and tell me that, you know, she's not in any pain or anything, so, you know, we weren't hurting her by letting her live, but she reeked of death, and she was shriveling up, and he's like, normally when they smell of death, they're gone within a couple of days. Well, she made it almost a month, and there wasn't much doggy left, but the night before she passed away, I carried her out back. I set her on the AstroTurf in the backyard, and she was a bowling ball nut. And I gave her a 16-pound bowling ball. And here she is. She can't even stand up. You know, all she can do is just raise the head up and all. But she went after that ball just like she always did, just, you know, trying to rip it to pieces. And I mean, she really worked it over. And then when she got done, I picked her up, I carried her in the house, laid her down. And in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning, she was still with us. By 6 o'clock, she was gone. So, you know, she went basically, you know, in the early morning hours, but she went very peacefully. And it was a case of, you know, if there's anything to the ghost or the afterlife or anything, I don't want to leave that in the vet's office. I wanted her to be here at home. You know, that way she's with us. But now our Cocoa Puff, the pit bull, she's a Valentine's puppy, and she'll be 10 this Valentine's coming up in February. So, I don't know how much longer she's got. But Stella, the white box with the big brown heart on her side, she came into play after Demi went. Because Cocoa Puff was just so devastated she was lost. She laid around and just packed the poundage on and turned into a beach whale, basically. And she moped like crazy. And that's where we got Stella. Then Tyson here. I get up one Saturday morning and I'm looking at, you know, playing on the internet, and I happen to look on the Dream Power page and they had his picture on there. And so I go in, I wake the wife up and say, honey, I want to go look at a doggy. She's like, we don't need another doggy. It's like, yeah, we don't need another doggy, but I want to go look at a doggy. And we went down there, And this guy was a broken soul. Basically, his previous owner got him as a puppy, took him home and shoved him in a kennel box, and left him there for the first 10 months of his life. Well, then when he let him out, Tyson would bite him. Well, what he did is he'd do the puppy nip. But when your head is that big, yeah, it draws blood, it hurts. And so he took and beat him with a stick, burned holes in his head with a cigarette, took him over to Dream Power and says, look, you need to take this dog or I'm going to shoot him. Well, when I first found him, he was in a cage. They were busy cleaning the cages. It was in the morning. And the floor was wet in there, and he was covered with feces and stuff from sitting in the water and the poops as they were cleaning. And he was a broken doggy. And so I got the leash and I took him outside and ice cold water hose, and I'm washing him down, and he's standing there just letting me do it. And then we spent 2 weeks going down and interacting with him, and took the other dogs down and interacted with him, and tried to put him in every scenario we could, because the guy was claiming, oh, he killed a cat, and he's so vicious, and I couldn't find that side of him. I couldn't. And, that's why I spent 2 weeks of going down and interacting with him and taking the other doggies and our daughter and everybody. And, what I found was basically a doggy that had no direction in life. He didn't know how to be a doggy. He never had a yard to play in. He'd never had his freedom. He'd always been just stuck in that little box. All he knew how to do was lay there all balled up. And so, yeah. I mean, he blossomed like crazy. Now, he made his share of mistakes. Yeah, I just about lost a fingertip on him there and stuff. But once he's got it, he's solid gold. Now, an American Bulldog has an average life of, it's like 16 to 21 years. So, it was worth putting the time into. And all he wants is love. That's it. He'll do anything you ask him to do if you give him love. Yeah, we went through food aggression with him and everything else. And once you realize that you don't do food aggression, or you get chained to the trailer in the backyard for a couple hours, which totally devastated him when I did that. I mean, I had him on like 10 feet of leash. Then I went out, tied him off on the edge of the trailer, gave him his food and water bowl, and let him sit out there as the sun went down. Oh my gosh, I haven't had a problem with him since that night. It's like he got the hang that if he wants to be in the house and enjoy all the cushy comforts and all the fun, you got to be a good boy. You attack somebody or another animal, you get the yard. So yeah. They're cute. Oh gosh, I see I got all kinds of thumbs downies tonight. Is it the fact I have no makeup? I'm unshaven? Have I just gained more trolls? I had no idea I was getting the award. And that's what's funny, my boss did. And so I'm thinking that's probably why he ran it up the ladder there on, my comment, hey, can I wear a dress? Because I was just clowning around with it. No, he ran it up the ladder. It came back down, and I'm more than welcome to. At that point, if I don't wear a dress, I wasted their time, and they're not going to be happy with me. So it's like, I better wear a dress, and it better look good. And that's what I did. And he was sitting there just trying to bite his tongue and not let the cat out of the bag. And then when I won, it's like, ah! How crazy can it get? But no, my boss loves to have fun with me like that. And it's, I have been under him off and on now since '96. So, yeah. That's a lot of years. But he's like the perfect boss. Okay, what did I screw up here? There we go. But no, I love my boss dearly. And yeah, he likes to have fun with me in that way. How he could keep that a secret and not let me know, hey, you know you're getting an award tonight, or you're getting an award at the party there. You may want to think about the rest. No, he didn't clue me in at all. But what'll be hilarious, because when I take the pose there and they do my picture, that picture goes on the wall of the plant, on the board of top achievers as Employee of the Year. And so that'll be there where everybody that comes into the plant will see my picture up there. And I'm waiting for the president of our company to come in. Because I'm sure he'll look at it and it'll be like, is this the right picture? They'll be like, yeah, that's good. Oh, we had a wonderful time. And then, you know, we've got 200 employees that were in there, and we're all over the marketplace, and people talk. You know, that was pretty ballsy, wearing a dress to the Christmas party with everybody I worked with my whole livelihood. I've been there, it was 31 years, last Sunday's my anniversary. So, you know, I'm well respected. For many years, they tagged me the Machine. I've been tagged Rocket Man because of all my rockets and stuff. But, no, they hit me up with the title the Machine because I could outwork anybody out there. And, no, they only do the one big party for Christmas. And if you look at how nice it was, that cost them a pretty penny to do that. So, and I never leave home on New Year's Eve. If I do, you know, it may be something early in the evening. But I'm not going to be a part of amateur night with all these people going out for New Year's Eve parties and drinking and then trying to drive home. You know, if I stay home, I wake up in the morning and I'm still alive. I'm still in one piece. It's not worth being on the roads. Oh, goodness. But no, like I said, with that many people and knowing they'll talk, so it's like, okay, you know, I've got to own it. And so, you know, I start out first of the week with videos on the computer, and I start showing them off to all my customers. And they all thought it was great. I did not get a negative response from any one of them. I got several channel subscribers out of it, which was funny. But no, anybody that knows me knows I'm kind of like the extremist, you know. I'm going to live life to the fullest. It's like the guy at the one liquor store there, you know. He's like, boy, you really take freedom to the extreme, don't you? He says, I love it. This is America. Hey, if I want to go out and wear a dress, I go out and wear a dress. So, yeah. Now we'll see where it leads from here. It's like every store in the entire Colorado Springs area, I'm sure, is on board with it at this point, because the way all these people talk, the way the vendor grapevine is, I mean, it's like the most well-connected grapevine you've ever run into. And many years ago, when I was down in Florida, and I had just changed routes over to the beach route. Now, we had a guy there that took my route. This was, you know, a young guy that was freaking horny as could be. And we had a poster of Ellie McPherson on the wall in the driver's room. And he'd be over there dry humping the poster and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, I'm going to have some fun with him. So my wife there sat down, and this is my ex now. she sat down and wrote up a nice little letter with her and her sister about, you know, how they've seen him in the store and how they think he's so cute and everything. And then I had a picture of an old girlfriend that was naked, and they stuck it in there with it, and, you know, the whole bit, and basically wanted him to, you know, keep an eye out for her in the store, and, you know, basically talk to him when she goes by. And the girl wasn't even in that town, so there's no way they'd ever meet. But they did this, and they threw it up in the cab of his truck at 8 o'clock in the morning. I heard about it from the bread vendor clear at the far side of town at noon. So, it's like, wow, word gets around quick. And then it started out, or, oh, she looks like a model, and all of this, and, you know, just way on up. And then it got to the point where, you know, the rumors got to, no, she's a homewrecker, and she's... I wasn't saying anything. I knew nothing about it. No, not me. Even I'm the guy that instigated it. It was, like I say, my wife at the time and her sister that put it together and actually delivered it. But oh, I would love to, Star. I am always dressed, except when I'm at work now, or unless I've got to go outside and do really grunt work, and you know I need the protection of the jeans. So I wouldn't own any guy's clothes if I didn't have a need for them somewhere. I like my dresses, I like my skirts, I like the materials, I like the boobies. You know. The problem is when you put me in the guy clothes, I'm like Mr. Serious, you know. And you get me out of those and put me in the girl clothes, and I don't know, life is just so much more fun. It's a little hard to be grumpy and, you know, so serious about life. I think that's why they're at work, why it worked out so well, because, you know, I was basically viewed as a hard ass because, you know, I'm so serious. It's like, man, moving that case is life or death, you know. It's like whatever it takes to move that case. And then when I showed off pictures of me dressed as the girl, came in with that. And granted, it was on same day Caitlyn Jenner came out. So that worked well. It's like, yeah, I had Wheaties for breakfast, and look what happened. I'd show them the pictures of me all dressed. And they loved it. And what I've noticed from there is I've gotten so much more support from these people. And they've all been so much nicer to me. Because I think they're just glad to see I have a softer side. You know, that cast iron bastard I play on the job is what I get paid to do. That's what makes me the money. But that's not who I am. That's the hat I wear during the day. So, I mean, I think they would just tickle. And I'm sure because, you know, I've passed pictures around to the plant. I've got several people at the plant that sub my channel. I'm sure rumors go around like crazy to where when I walked into the Christmas party, I don't think it surprised anybody. You know, I mean, I noticed in looking through all the video and stuff, when I got the award, if you look in the far right corner, there's a woman that when I go up and they hand me the award and they go to take my picture, you'll see her kind of turn and do this. Like, oh, I can't bear to see this. But that's the only thing I've found, either they're live and in person or watching the videos on it. That, you know, it's like the one gal that basically looks away, and I think it was more in fun. You know? Well, Star, I'm 57 now. I've got an 8-year-old daughter. I'd like 10 more years if I can. Now, the shape my back is in, don't know if I can or not. The L4, L5 vertebrae is completely gone. The 2 vertebrae have grown together. And the other ones down there, the disc is paper thin. And in fact, when you look at the x-ray, they look like duck bills on the front where they're worn out with this big curve on each of them where when you bend over, the bone's rubbing on bone because there's no cushion hardly. And so At this point, I'm a day at a time. You know, I'll take it, and as long as I can still get up and physically go do this, I wear a professional weightlifter's belt at work because it's the best back support I could find, and it's like the only way I can really do my job now. So, I don't know. Basically, according to Social Security, you can retire at 57 and a half is where the bar comes in at, which for me is April. So, as long as I can make it past April, hey, every day I can go, I will. When I get to the point that I just can't physically do it anymore, it's okay. You know? But the longer I stay there, the better off I'll be when I do walk away from it. But personally, I'd like to see 10 more years. And especially knowing the people I work with and knowing my customers. And come on, if they're that accepting of allowing me to be me, and, you know, like I say, I don't think anybody would have a problem if I wanted to wear a dress to work. I got nothing negative back. All I got was kudos and, you know, high fives and pat on the backs, and everybody thought that, man, that really took balls to do that. And, you know, I've gained so much respect from everybody, which I don't get. I'm a guy in a dress. I walk into a room with 300 people in it, and I get an attaboy out of, you know, having the balls to do this, and I get the respect to the guys for having the balls to do it. It's like, okay. What? You're on camera, but come here, you give me a hug. I don't mind. It's my little princess that's going to the princess ball next Sunday. Yeah. Granted, I'm working myself to death. I mean, I'm beating up on my body big time. I've been there 31 years now. And so yeah, the body's taking its toll. But this little one here that won us the tickets to the daddy-daughter princess ball over there at Glen Erie Castle, she's wanting to be a doctor, a dentist, or a vet. Now, when she graduates high school, I'm going to be 67. So, that's a pretty tall order to fill on where does Dad come up with college money for her to go to college. And that's what the YouTube here is about. Because any money I make on the videos, any super chats I get, that's all headed into her college fund.
Doctor, dentist.
Okay. So, yeah, if anybody wants to donate, all you're doing is helping this little girl fulfill her dreams. Because, you know, that's the way I plan on getting some money to work with. And other than that, I'll try to keep working. I'll probably wind up working till the day I die. I don't know. Of course, you know, if I retired, I'd always be the girl. You being silly. Now this is why when she won us tickets to the ball, and it is a formal event and all. I mean, this is the real deal, the real princess ball at the real castle, and so that's why I rented a $252 tux for the night, and I rented the biggest limo that they can get in there with. I don't know how warm the fireplace is, but be careful.
Beep. Beep. Tyson.
Oh, he's going to take everything down there.
Ay, ay.
Don't push on him that way, make him move.
I didn't make a move.
Just walk around him.
This stuff is trying to fall down here too.
Yeah, he shoved that clear over there. I need to slide it back.
I'll slide it back.
Alright.
Like that.
Push it clear on in. Okay. And now you can slide the bar stool over the way it belongs. But he was about to dump the whole bar stool and everything. He was about to dump it all.
Beep. Beep. I want back in my spot. Move.
No, as I'm eating pizza, his butt kept pushing on that stool there further and further. So I may clown around and be dressed as the girl and, you know, all of that all the time. I have got to be the prince
Quack.
for my little princess. And I plan on having a live stream there going. Gonna set the laptop out on the front door and live stream it, where when the limo pulls up to get us, you get to see it live. And the car's supposed to arrive at 5:15 p.m. on the 17th, and that's Mountain Time. So we'll see what happens, guys. But you will see this little girl get her dreams fulfilled.
Quack.
Hey, she's the one that took 3 days writing this essay out on why your dad is your hero.
Daddy.
What? Why your daddy is your hero? Not why your dad is your hero?
No, Daddy.
Daddy, okay.
Daddy.
Correct me on it, okay? But yeah, and this was at the dentist office, and it was so important to her that she wins. She was just like tripping out over it, and I mean, she poured her little heart into that little essay. And then she won. And when I got to read it, I was tearing up on it because I had no idea. That came from the heart of this little girl. And it's like she appreciates everything we do for her. She understands the hard work and the long hours to be able to buy things and go do things and have fun. She understands that the chores we give her and all are to help make her responsible and to help her grow and mature and, you know, be able to do things, you know, be able to basically handle life and stuff. And she's 8 years old, and she understands. She really does. And that's why when she won and I read that letter, it's like, okay, it's a formal event. I need a tux. And then it's like, if I'm getting the tux and all and taking her to the ball, I'm going to run a limo. You're going to have so much fun. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, next Sunday on the 17th, I may have live stream going in the house here as we're getting ready for the ball. You know, because you're going to see me looking sharper as a guy than you've ever seen me. Now, the only downside is it's the daddy-daughter ball, and it's not for the moms. Which is like, ah! But that's what it's about. So, yeah, the tickets are like $90. So
We didn't have to pay anything.
no, because of her essay, she got them free.
Punk.
She won them.
Punka.
So it's like I told her, you know, you've got to be responsible for your actions. You do something wrong, you pay the price. You do something right, well, you got to deal with what comes with it.
Yeah.
Which means the princess dress, the limo, the princess ball at the castle. You know, it's like you got to be responsible. That's what you get for doing that. You know? And as you can see, she's just brokenhearted over having to go as a princess to the castle and having to dance with her prince here. And you know, she is so crushed. You know, and having to ride in the back of a car that's so freaking big you could play hide and seek in it, you know? You're being silly. Yep, but now, you know, she's got to own it at this point. She's got to own it. And the wife just come home last night with the most beautiful dress. It looks like a pageant dress or something. It is the true princess dress. And it's the same shade of pink as pretty much what's in my tux. Because the tux I got, you're going to love this. It's black with a pink vest. I mean bold pink.
When we're getting ready, you can live stream.
Yep. But yeah, it's got the bold pink vest and the bow tie and the accessories against the black and white. I think bow tie, yeah. I don't think I got that. They set me up with it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, well, what do you think I look best in? You know, what's the most formal? So yeah, I have never rented a tux in my life, and when they went down it, and I've even got the shoes with the long noses on them and stuff.
I cannot get out of this thing. Help.
But no, there's probably about 11 or 12 pieces to this tux. Because when you look at the ticket on it, it's like, man, there's more entries for everything on it all the way down. And it's like, wow. So I go in next Saturday to try it on. And now we'll see. Maybe I can get a picture of it or something. So that way we got some idea how it's going to look. Hey, I have never been to an actual formal royal event at an actual princess castle. Finally, a little quiet there. Is our daughter looking forward to Christmas? You know, she's crushed every year, having to open all those packages and try and figure out, okay, how do I play with this toy and play with that toy? And, you know, it's a case of then she's got the chore that she really doesn't like is, where is it going to go in my bedroom? Other than that, she loves everything about Christmas. She's the one that she'll open it a package at a time, and she'll sit there and she'll play with it for a while before she'll finally set it aside and open the next one. And she has drugged the package unwrapping out. It's like the one year she was like 7 hours, and we're just like, yeah, come on, just tear it open.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What?
You would open a package very carefully. You take the wrapping paper, kind of fold it up and set it aside. Then you sit there and you'd play with it for a little bit, you know, find out all about it, how it works and everything. Then you'd probably spend like 10 minutes playing with it. Then you'd set it aside, grab the next package, and carefully open it, fold the paper up and set it aside. And then you'd sit there and you'd play with it for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, come on, this has been going on all day, you know, just open the packages. She can make Christmas brutal on Mom and Dad. I'm thinking she's a little older now. She'll probably just rip into him now. But we'll see.
Maybe. I might tempt me to it now.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to come out with Christmas wrapping paper that's impenetrable. That way I could wrap her package up in it. She'll never be able to get into it.
Then I would open mine first, though.
Okay. Now then, she bought her brother a package. Because, you know, Daniel is her brother, and he is, what, 29 years old now? And she bought her brother a Christmas present, and then she wrapped it up. Oh my God. She wrapped it, and 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 it's been wrapped 10 times. The thing is huge. She's going to have so much fun with him peeling wrapping paper. Because he's going to be going through it, going through it, going through it, going through it, and wondering, okay, where is it? But she wanted to wrap this 10 times. And that way, you know, brother's got to work to get to it. And that was her own idea. She's making snowflakes.
Oh, it looks like kind of like a rocket ship type thing. This is the fire, and then this is
There we go. Looks like the little alien guy with the arms in the air. Ah! Hey, next time you're headed out to the kitchen, you want to take my plate out? And did Mama ever get any dinner?
Why?
Did she? Okay, just making sure.
Y-E-S.
Oh, she is on a lot of the live chats. She's also on a lot of the videos in the background. And I'm amazed with how many videos I posted. And there was the wife and my daughter in the background at times. Because they usually go with me when I go out
That
and
one's
go do
already done.
things.
Okay.
And it's like nobody ever put two and two together that's my wife and my daughter. But yeah. No, she doesn't have a problem with jumping on the live stream. Tell you what. Yeah. I can introduce you to the wife. Can you say hello to him? Star Dreamer. Yeah. Here's my wife.
Hi.
So, she's busy knitting away here. So, yeah. There's my daughter. We got one big happy family here. So, yeah. She doesn't mind being on the camera, guys.
You know what she's called?
Yeah, Star Dreamer.
No.
Well, who's called? Mama? Mama's called Daddy's Princess. No, Daddy's Queen. You're Daddy's Princess.
But on YouTube. Not YouTube, but I think Facebook.
What Mama's called on YouTube? Yeah. Oh, Star says hello, dear. But yeah, that's the wife. She's sitting in the other room. Hey, you know what? I might want to go out and get some firewood. I can probably take my glasses off here before I lose them. But no, I've been doing the cross-dressing bit for so long that, like I say, these are prescription bifocals. Okay, and I think they're cute with the little
Foot.
stones on the side
Foot.
here and stuff.
Foot.
My foot's in the way. So yeah, those are my girly bifocals. If we get the light, you can see the light. See the light in it? Woohoo! Yeah. So obviously I plan on wearing a dress quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a Christmas light.
Yes, it does.
I didn't even try to make it look like that.
Wow.
Oh.
You're having way too much fun there.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
So now then, all the little pieces of paper, if you take them, you throw them in a bag.
I did.
Okay. Then you wind up with a bag of confetti in the end. Then you take it to the New Year's party and go, whee! When it's midnight. No, Star, I gotta wonder if I'm a dress addict. I see. Because I have expensive taste in dresses. But I don't know if you paid much attention, but quite often I have the pearls on with the pearl earrings. Those are real pearls. Those are not imitation pearls. Those are the real Alcoa pearls. So, must be somebody across the street or something. Go take a look and see if you see anything. Yeah, they're walking down Brentwood. Yep. But no, it's just like with perfumes.
Squirrel
You know,
fart.
I've got the generic version.
Squirrel fart.
And then when I found I liked it,
I know what they were barking
I've got
at.
the real deal. That's Angel. And it smells so good. And then, of course, I've got my white diamonds. And for when I'm wanting something a little bolder, oh, not that one. I've got opium. And I've got a bottle of Charlie there. Which, what I found with the Charlie, it doesn't last for long. I'm not crazy over that one. And then, when I'm wanting something really girly and feminine, I've got the Jovan Island Gardenia. And it is a very strong gardenia smell. And it's just like, there's times when it's fun. Yeah. Other than that, you know, I've got the backups here. There's the white diamonds. There's the opium. I started out with a little sampler kit at Walgreens. And when I found it, it's like, hey, I like these. And I bought the bigger bottle. Because the littler bottles were running empty. Another one I'd love to get a bottle of. Chanel No. 5. The only problem is, if you've ever priced genuine Chanel No. 5, it starts at like 120 bucks a bottle. And that's on like Amazon. Wow.
You're part of my confetti I'm making.
Okay.
I'm making
But no, the Angel is one of those. Yeah, it's kind of a light, wispy, maybe a little bit of like a powdery type smell. First time I tried it, because it's really different from everything else. The first time I tried it, it's like, okay, that's kind of strange, you know, kind of different. And then I found I kept coming back to it, and coming back to it, and coming back to it. And I find that that's like one of my favorites. So, I mean, granted, it's not cheap. Because like that bottle there cost me like 75 bucks, and that was at Amazon, which was substantially cheaper than looking at it at Walgreens. Because at Walgreens it was like 80 bucks for a bottle half that size. Yeah. That's not cheap, but I'm sorry. I'm a classy girl. But it's like so many of my dresses, you know, all my Calvin Kleins, they're, you know, 60 and 80 bucks a piece. So. Well, Star, I'm 57 and I'm wearing heels. You can do it. You're never too old. I actually find it helps with the lower back because it pivots the pelvic. And with the way all those vertebrae, you know, all those discs are worn down to nothing, compressed to nothing, it actually helps to relieve some of the pain in the lower back. Yeah. Now I'm debating. You know, if I want to go out and about tomorrow, you know, then I'll wind up shaving or whatever I can't get with the epilator here. And I'll just prolong it further. But, yeah. I keep working on that. This is about noon. I took this thing to it last. I don't think there's anything left here to pull off at the moment. We can find out. There's a few in that I can grab. But yeah, when you got it down where you can stand to do this, you know you've ripped the heck out of your face to get to that point.
Too much.
Every now and then it grabs when you feel it bite. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with what an epilator is, it's rotary tweezers. The thing grabs the hair and it rips it out by the roots. And that's what an epilator does. As you can see, the thing spins. Cover light so you can see it. Yeah, the thing rotates and the tweezers grab the hairs and they rip it out. So, it can be very painful your first time. The pain I've gotten, because I spent 2 weeks ripping the heck out of my face before I wore the dress to the Christmas party. I've still got a couple of hairs left that really bite. Right in there. Oh, it is the perfect torture device. I'm thinking anytime we capture a terrorist, we should epilate every hair off their body. I don't think we'd have terrorism anymore. We'd make it standard procedure, epilate them clean. No, the more you epilate, the fewer hairs you got. And the hair eventually grows back, but it grows back real fine and real light in color. So it's like all the shadow here on the lip and everything. If I keep working on epilating it, it's going to eventually fade out because with all the black hairs gone, I mean, I'm going to wind up with a white lip even without having it, you know, even if I haven't shaved or anything. So, which by the way, on epilators, they don't recommend using it on your face. Because what I did when I started with it, my facial hair grows so fast. Is why I was wanting to get rid of it. So at the Christmas party, I wouldn't have 5 o'clock shadow showing through before the party was over. And, you know, I was determined to make it look good all night. So what I did was, I started out, you know, shaving, and then every couple hours, I'd hit it with the epilator. I'd be sitting at the red light in traffic, and I'm epilating my face here. As it's ripping the hair out. Because when you got so much thick, heavy hair, which is the first ones it grabs and pulls, and it's like, oh, do those hurt. And my face was all swollen and puffy and red, and oh man. And then I took Nair to it because I couldn't epilate it fast enough with the pain and stuff in order to keep up with it. It was just getting out of control. And then I'd hit it with the Nair, and like that burns the face and all that. You gotta be careful with the Nair. But you take a percentage off. And after 3 rounds in Nair and 2 weeks of epilating it, I've gotten it down where I've still got just a little fuzzies here. That I guess if I let it grow out another week, I should be able to get those. But it's all the smaller, slower growing hairs. So,
Ta-da!
how big is my shoe collection?
It's
I got shoes all over here. I got a big box over there. I got some up here. I got a whole bunch back here. I got all of these here. Of course, I love those. That's an Adrian pump from Fitzwell. And that's a 4-inch heel, or 4 or 4.5. I think it's 4-inch. But when I first got those, I couldn't wear them because my ankle didn't bend far enough. I couldn't stand. My ankle would not bend flex that far down. And it took me 2 years of working with them and trying to be able to wear them. It's like, I love those. I just thought they were so beautiful. And it was a case of when the ankle didn't bend, so I could not stand up straight in them no matter what. And now they feel pretty good. And the fact that I've been through trying them so much and, you know, working with them, they've actually gotten where they're pretty well broken in. So, yeah. I ought to wear them to Walmart one day. Put me in the Aubrey Hepburn dress with the crinoline under it and stuff, and I'll go out and play it. That could be fun. You know, there's Aubrey Hepburn dresses there when you put the crinoline under it and stuff. My God, I get so many compliments from everybody when I wear those. And they're just so much fun. It's a shame that styles like that have gone out. You know, I'll bet the 50s were a fun time. You know, when everybody wore that type of fashion and stuff. It's like, man, that would have been great to be around to be a part of that. But yeah, you know, those are that when I got those were probably, I don't know, maybe my 5th or 6th pair of shoes I ever got, and I fell in love with those, and I got them, and then it's like I can't wear them, I can't stand up. My ankle wouldn't bend far enough to stand up. Because, you know, most shoes, you know, like when you get platforms and stuff, yeah, they look steep, they look impressive, but they're not as rough as it appears. It's like my Lady Gaga shoes. Okay, it looks like you'd be killing yourself trying to walk in them, but being the toe is raised too, you only have like a 3.5-inch lift, actual on the foot, even though, you know, they're 5.5-inch heels. There's a lot that goes on with shoes that's an illusion. Oh wow! Is that the new flag at Dressamania?
No. Not done with the flag.
Or you're gonna have to show me a new flag. Or is this here the new flag for the Princess Castle?
Princess Castle.
Ah, okay. In my Lady Gaga shoes, when I went to the Trump rally in a dress, and I got to meet Trump, I was a 6 foot 5.5-inch tall blonde. I'm 6 foot to begin with, and those shoes are 5.5-inch heels. And you know, Trump knows me as the guy in the dress. He knows me as Maxine. And what's so fun with Trump? Send him a tweet, send him an email. You get a response. He will answer. Basically, you know, that's how, you know, I did all I could to try to help get him into office. And yeah, 6 foot 5.5 inches. Yeah, I'm a big girl. I'm 6 foot to begin with. 6 foot and about 198 pounds. So, I'm a big girl. You're 5'3".
This does not go on the pole.
Hey, but nothing wrong with 5'3".
Daddy, this goes around the pole like that.
Okay.
I would probably do that.
Okay.
Or should it be like, I have like tassel things on it.
Yep. Nothing wrong with 5'3". I know some of the shorter ladies are cute as a button sometimes. So, yep. So I take it that you're a lady there, Star. Because either that or you're a guy that loves heels too. That's fine too. You know, it's like I normally don't judge people. Okay. I normally don't judge people, but it's like sometimes, you know, kind of trying to understand where you're coming from, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm a guy. I'm a guy. You're still a guy. You know, yeah, well, I don't know. You know, the only part about this is I wouldn't mind having the boobies. You know, the real thing. But I know the other night, it's like on Shay's chat there, chit chat. That wasn't Shays. It was over on Rosie's, where they had me on panel. And yeah, the one guy is saying that, you know, I'm pretty much transgender at this point. It's like, I don't know, you know, I'm a guy. But the fact that, yeah, I've gone through been epilating the crap out of the body, and which those legs are so baby smooth. I got a few bumpies on them here from epilating them earlier. But I haven't shaved them now. Okay, I did run a razor over them before the Christmas party just to ensure I didn't have any stray hairs that I missed. But there really wasn't anything to shave. And once you start epilating them, you get to where you're good like 4 to 6 weeks between it. And the wife likes it because now when I hug her and pull her in and all, I'm not the porcupine. I'm clean, smooth. It feels good. It's not prickly. And same thing with the face. You know, it's getting to where I don't scrape her up with the beard. So yeah. Well, Star, have you ever seen my dresses down the hall here and stuff? I don't know if you ever watched one of my videos on that.
What do you think of Bart?
Wow. I'm thinking you're having fun.
It's a princess flag.
Okay. So then you're aware of what I got. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, believe me, I got the credit card balances to show it too, so... I'm sorry, I keep trying my hardest to pay them off, and every time I get them paid down, it's like new fashions come out, new styles, new colors. It's like, oh, I want it! My dress bone code is the most dangerous credit card I've ever gotten a hold of. Well, you know, Star, where I started was when I went through my divorce, and she went out the door, and she always wore a slip to bed, and I was used to curling up next to that, you know, and when I suddenly didn't have that, it's what I missed most. Not like I missed the woman, it's like I missed the feel of that soft slip against me. So I went out and I bought a slip, and it was just a half slip, but I'd sleep with it like a teddy bear at night. And, you know, then after a while of this, then I finally tried actually wearing it. And when I put it on and tried sleeping in it, it's like, ooh, this is nice. You know. Now, granted, at that time, there may have been a bit of a, you know, sexual perversion to it, too. I don't know. But that went by the wayside pretty quick. And so, you know, it's like now... Once I started wearing the slips, then it's like, alright, there's no stopping me. And when I first met the wife here, the first time she walked in my bedroom, I believe it was a full slip laying on the bed. And she walks in there and she looks and she's, okay, whose is this? You know, because we'd only known each other for a week. And it was the first time she walked in my bedroom. And I told her, it's like, it's mine. And I opened the closet door and said, I probably got a dozen more just like it in here. It's like, oh, okay. And that was the end of that. And we met on Match, and we talked on the phone for a week. And then we met at an Applebee's restaurant on Valentine's Day. And so that was the first time I actually got to lay eyes on her and stuff. And it was a case of, you know, she wasn't dressed fancy or anything. I mean, she was just, she'd been put down by so many guys because she's got a few extra pounds that, you know, she just figured, you know, this wasn't going anywhere anyhow, but I'll at least show up. And the fact that I'm attracted to intelligent women, and I find her incredibly beautiful and all, because there's more than just the appearance. The weight, to me, I could care less. The weight means nothing to me, you know, it's who you are, what's inside. And she's an absolutely beautiful person. And so, yeah, like at that point, after dinner and all, I used to have a pool table in this room with the computer is where I'm sitting. And So, okay, we came over here, we played some pool. And just basically got to know each other. And then when she walked down and, you know, I went to show her around the house, and she walks down the hall, and I wasn't expecting to bring anybody home. And I'd slept in the slip the night before and took it off and threw it on the bed like you always do with your jammies. And that's why when she walked in the bedroom and saw that, because I didn't know anybody was going to come into my bedroom. I had no clue.
Look it.
And it turns out that was probably the best thing that could have happened.
Daddy,
I see.
I'm not done with the tassel things yet.
Okay. You know, so she didn't have a problem with it from the start.
I have all of them on
And
there.
then, when I bought my first dress, I'm sitting out here one night, and it's like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Everybody was in bed. And I'm on the Sears website. And I run across this nice green maxi dress. I still got it. I still wear it at times. And she's actually done some repairs to it a couple of times. But, you know, it was a case of I saw it, I liked it, and I finally decided, okay, I'm going to buy it. And then after I ordered it, then I'm thinking, how do I get it in the house? You know, and then if I get it in the house, when can I wear it? You know, it's like I'm never alone here pretty much. So I decided, all right, I'll go in the bedroom, I'll wake the wife up, then I tell her, honey, I just bought me a dress. She's like, that's nice, dear. And she rolls over and goes back to sleep. And I'm like, whoa. Didn't bother her at all. I'm like, wow, I love this woman. But it's like, you know, for her to support me at the Christmas party yet, and I'm in a dress. And, you know, she gave me a lot of tips and all. It's like, I was going to wear the curly long blonde hair, and she's, no, that's too blonde to go with that dress, and you need to wear the caramel color. And, you know, she was trying to get my lip, we were playing with lip stain. And trying to get the lip stain right. You know, basically she did my lips and all. And, yeah. But now once I got my first dress, then I was in trouble. Then I went from, you know, anytime I saw what I thought was a pretty dress and, oh, I gotta have it, to where now my taste is up where if it's not, you know, a nice Calvin Klein or a nice, you know.
Daddy, soon it'll be like this.
Yep, I see. Once you've been into the nicer materials, it's like the dress at the Christmas party. The coloring looks a little off in the video because it's actually a really nice red. But with the dim lighting in there, the camera brought it up to lighten the view and it actually made it look a little orange. But no, it's an $80 Calvin Klein. Now what's so nice is it may be a dry clean only, but the material, it's a heavy enough weight dress that even if you're out in the wind in it, you don't have to worry about it blowing up around your ears. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's very well made, very nice. And, you know, it's one of those you put it on, you just really don't want to take it off. It's like, oh, I love my dress. And that's the same dress. I've got this exact same one, but black with the white stripes on the bottom, which is what I met Donald Trump in. And so, you know, it's like the dress really gives you confidence because you know you look good, you feel great, and it's like, I can take on the world. I can walk into a Christmas party with, you know, 300 people I work with and their spouses, and it was a case on the drive down. I had just a little minor anxiety, which surprised me because I never get anxiety when I'm in a dress. I'm always too relaxed. But as soon as we got there, that was out the door. I didn't have any anxiety. I just had fun. And then I had some of the guys that were, it's like, you know, their wives taking their pictures over by the Christmas tree and stuff. And the one guy, I walk over there, he's like, come here, come here, come here. So I go over and you know, he wanted me to photobomb him. You know, we're sitting there, you know, looking like we're the date, you know, in this bit.
Look it.
I see. Yeah. No, you know, the people that know me are not going to have a problem with me in my dress.
Can I show them how far I've gotten?
Yeah. But it's like with my friends. When I came out, I didn't lose any friends at all.
Big flag.
I just came out and, you know, showed them pictures and told them, hey, I like to cross-dress. You know, here's me, yeah. And at work, I run around with a coffee cup that says, I love cross-dressing. So, it's like it's not a secret. Bumper sticker on the back of the van there that I own reads, when life's a drag, dress accordingly. So, no, I'm not ashamed of the fact I like to dress. I just have more fun. And now you figure I've been running around in public for 2.5 years in a dress. Okay? And the only off-color comment I ever got would have been probably like a year ago. And it was at the Powers Walmart, and it was like a 16-year-old redneck guy. And as we walked by, he made the comment under his breath that men shouldn't dress like women. And that is the only thing that I've heard in all the time I've been out. And what came to mind when he said that, it's like, boy, you must be insecure in your sexuality, and you're advertising that? I'd be ashamed of that. Yep. Well, and the thing is, most guys are afraid to step out that door. You know, most guys are stuck in the closet. And that's what the channel is about. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to show you live. This is what happens when you're a guy in a dress out in public. You know? Oh yeah, women dress like men all the time and nobody thinks anything of it. Other than I wish women would dress like women. They're so beautiful when they dress like women. You know? I mean, you can take the most homely woman and put her in a beautiful dress and a little bit of makeup and make her absolutely stunning. You know? Yeah, those... I ran into a Marine when I was, you know, fresh out of the house here. Before I even was doing video, I was still doing pictures. And this guy, I mean, like 6'5", mountain of a black guy. Huge. And I'm over here walking around the lake at Memorial Park. And this guy is running around the lake the other way. Now, it's a pretty good distance around the lake. And he passed me a couple of times. And the next time when he came up to us, he stops. And I'm thinking, oh boy, here we go. You know, I'm ready for this, you know. It's like, what's going to come out of this? And he's like, can I ask you a question? Where'd you get your shoes? And we got to talking. And the guy is a closet cross-dresser. Now, he loves his dresses. He loves his girly clothes. He's been on the front lines of Iraq and Afghanistan for 3 tours. Getting shot at, having bombs dropped on him. And just, you know, the most unimaginable place to be. And that doesn't bother him. But he said to step out his front door in a dress, it just scares the crap out of him. And he had to, you know, he had to tell me that, you know, man, you know, I really admire the fact you've got the courage to step out in public that way. And I'm thinking, man, you know, we are really screwed up in society where an article of clothing worn by royalty men 200 years ago is scarier than putting your life on the line where they could kill you at any second. And at that point it's like, you know what, I'm going to take this public, I'm going to video it, and I put it this way, I've been to like every high-risk place I could think of around here. You know, I've been to the homeless park, heck, I've been to the church in it, and I've always been treated with respect. So, I don't know. But my very first time out, and that's I have never been one to back down from anything in my life. And I'm on vacation for a week, and it's like, okay, I'm going to put on the dress, and I'm going to go over to the lake here and just walk around a bit. And I get myself all ready to go, and then I grab the purse and I start putting things in the purse, and I fell apart. I never made it out the door that morning. And that really bothered me. I was kicking myself around all day because it's like I haven't backed down from anything in my life. But stepping out that door in a dress, I backed down from the first try. So then what I did was I packed the purse and all the night before. That way the purse is all ready to go, so all I got to do is get up and get my shower and get dressed and put the makeup on, and I'm good to go. Well, I made it out the door. I get over to the park here where the lake is, and when I first pull in, it's like, all right, I set the camera out the door a couple of times to just get a couple of pictures, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to get out of the van. And I get out and I walk down toward the water, and this girl by the name of Jen, young little girl with a psychedelic colored puppy, a little poodle there that was, all colored up, and she's all in the scarves, and and I'm walking down toward the water, and she's coming across. So I'm slowing down, waiting for her to go on by before I step out. Well, she stops. She says, "Hi, what's your name?" And without even thinking, it's like, "I'm Greg." And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm Jen. I'm an alcoholic. Here, come on, go for a walk with me." And I'm like, "Okay." And she even had her drink there in her hand and stuff. And we walked halfway around the lake talking. And I think that was the best thing for my first adventure out. And she did so much for me in helping me get out that I'm sure she has no idea. And I haven't run into the girl since. But it's like, for somebody like that was the most powerful thing she could have done in getting me out, making me feel comfortable and confident with it and all. And then when I get home, I look at the pictures, it's like, all right, this slip is hanging out from under the edge of the dress in places and stuff like that. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh, boy, that was funny. But no, she got me out. And the first few times going out, it's kind of like really scary, quite the adrenaline rush though. And then when I found, it's like all the women come over and talk to me, and they're all so nice to me, and they're all, and even some of the guys stop and talk to me, and it's like, it gets addicting to where I love being in a dress. I'll go anywhere in a dress. And it's just because I don't know what it is with people, but like I said, I get more compliments. I get more people just come over and talk to me. Okay, so yeah, I got a video of the guy trying to pick me up in Walmart. I see. Which I thought I handled very well, considering I never had been propositioned by a guy in my life. And I happened to get it on film. And that's my video it's labeled "The Walmart Twirl Got Me Proposition." Because my whole object was to just do a twirl in Walmart as kind of the hook on the video to get, try to get people to watch it. And then the guy walked by the end of the aisle when I was in the middle of my twirl. I remember the purple shirt. And I get over in the next aisle, and he comes up to me. I'm sitting there looking for, I think it was cat food. And he comes up to me, hands me a note, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even read the note. And I'm thinking he's trying to ask me, because he's a little Mexican guy. And I'm thinking he's trying to ask me where to find something. And I'm trying to read this, and it's like, okay. He's wanting to take me out, buy me a drink, and, the whole bit. And he's just as sweet as could be. And, I'm a redneck guy. I grew up in Corkscrew Swamp in Florida. And it was just so bizarre, but he was so sweet that I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And so basically, I told him, it's like, can I think about it? He's like, yeah. And at that point, that's the last I've ever seen of him. But last I've ever heard of him. And I come home and I'm like, you know, I had a guy proposition me in Walmart and I got it on video. Ah! It's like, let me download it and make sure it's there. But I had the camera sitting in the shopping cart. You take the big can of Walmart coffee, you stick it in the baby seat. Perfect platform to just lay your video camera on as you're pushing it around. And then all you got to do is take the cart and just kind of turn it over a little bit so the camera's pointing at you, and then at that point you can do your shopping. So, yeah, it works really good if you're trying to do video discreetly in Walmart, because nobody pays any attention to a camera laying on top of a can of coffee. So, and now I go in with the selfie stick and the whole bit. It's like, I don't care. But yeah, I've been into several of my accounts here, dressed and all, and so a lot of them know about it. That's why the thing with the Christmas party, I don't think really surprised anybody. What surprised me though was some of these guys that work, that I work with down there, that come across as a real rough, tough Mr. Macho. They were coming over and telling me how nice I looked in the dress and giving me compliments and giving me congratulations on the award. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'm kind of known for the Walmart twirl, which now when I'm in Walmart, I feel obligated. I'm doing video, you've got to have a twirl. And other things I've found, it's like the flower and the blue eyeshadow I normally have on.
I'm not sure how far I've gotten.
Oh, she's busy working on this thing.
Yes, because it's the flag for the princess thing.
But no, I got up this morning,
Princess
and last night I slept in one of my little sundresses. Got the runched top with the dress hanging down. And I slept in that with the bra and the forms last night. And I got out of bed this morning, and these new forms are designed where, you're supposed to be able to just go braless even. And so I figured I'd try it. So basically I get up this morning, I take off the dress and the bra, and I just put the little top here over it and put a skirt on. It's like, let's see how long it takes before they fall off. Well, you figure I put them on about 24 hours ago. They're still on. I put them on when I got out of the shower last night. So it's been about 24 hours, and I've been running around braless here now for, I got up at 6 this morning, so for about 13 and a half hours. And they're still in place. They haven't gone anywhere. So yeah, you can go braless with it. I even went in and took a 4-hour nap this afternoon. And I lay way over on my side, so I'm clear over here squishing on them. And they didn't move. It's like I like these breast forms. But basically, the guy on eBay, because the dress forms I had them at the Christmas party, those were probably pushing toward $150 when I bought them. And this guy has got these on eBay, and they start out at like $29 and go up from there based on size. But they only go up to like $40 or $50, I think, for the double Ds. And that's 42 double D, which is getting big. So I bought a couple of the sizes to play with, and it's like, wow, I like these. So then I went and I bought all the rest of the sizes. So I'm even gonna I've got the 3 smaller sizes coming in, because it's like, you know what, if I wanted to wear a bra to work, I could start with the smallest form and throw it in there and until I get comfortable. Because what I find is even a AA, 42 AA bra, there's still a little material there expecting you've got a little bit more than what I've got. So, it's a case I could throw just a little form in there and have a start. The smallest form would be a 32. No, it'd be a 32B is the smallest one, which basically with me would be a 42 6A or something. Oh, they're comfortable. And one thing I found is when you take the bra off and they're actually, you feel the weight of them and all, there's nothing supporting them up. Oh, it's great. I love it. And when you bounce up and down, you can feel them move and everything. Yeah. I mean, they feel like they're really yours. Yeah. Where it's like, I like it. I like the idea of being without the bra on, even though I love my bras. But basically, though, you gotta wear a bra for a little bit just until they warm up. Because once they reach the temperature, at that point they're stuck. Wait, hang on a minute. I just noticed I'm getting a low battery on the phone. Let me plug it in. There we go. Alright, we're plugged in now. Been on the phone all this time and I haven't been plugged in. Well, no, it's like, I like them. I'm not crazy about pantyhose, but I've got, goodness do I got, I've got like all kinds of pairs of the lace top thigh highs in all kinds of colors. And then I've also got the garter stockings. And I've got a couple of different garters in there. My favorite garter, I've got an 8 strap. And I like the 8 strap. The 4 strap ones aren't as much fun. But the 8 strap, yeah, it's more work getting in them, but they are fun. Okay, so why is it telling me low battery here? It should be charging. Unless it's just not charging fast enough. I like the little panties that I get. I don't know if I still got a pair laying out here, if I took those in the other room. I know there was a pair laying here. But yeah, I get the when I finally found the pair of panties, I finally found the pair of panties that I buy so many of. You know, being I'm a guy, you've got junk hanging there, and trying to figure out, okay, what works on a panty that is going to actually hold me. And I finally found one at JCPenney's, and I don't guess that pair's laying here anymore. It was. Get little bobby socks with ruffles. Okay. I might have taken it in the other room. But no, it's a little bikini with little strings on the sides. And yeah, it's nice, soft. I'd like to say it's microfiber, but I'd have to really read the label before you quote me on that one. And then, you know, I got to where I was buying them like 10 at a time. And I've even got, last time I bought some different colors. I bought red, I bought black. I think I got a pink one in there. And yeah. So I'm venturing out beyond the white. Now then, I'm looking at doing a video one of these days. I have got the Harley Quinn wig, which I thought was very pretty. And I've got several different bustiers in black and white. I've even got a pink one. And I've got all different cup sizes depending on, okay, how I want to mix and match forms with it. So, if I wanted to do like the 42 Triple D bustier, it would be a 40 Triple D. I always buy the bustiers one size down. Just because, you know, they're not real. And so I want it to be able to hold the forms and all too. So, she's working on it. Yep. You're cute. So yeah, it's I'm picking the black bustier, probably one of the bright red skirts with it. Somewhere I've got a set of fishnets. I don't know where they went. I thought they were over here behind the computer, and somewhere they got misplaced. So I don't know where they are. I might need to get me another pair. But I'd love to do the fishnets with them and the whole bit. And I'd go over to the park or the lake and do a video. Of course, then I have to take it to Walmart. But where'd they go? But then I've got the really long lashes to go with it. I got them at Halloween. They go on the top and the bottom. And then I've got the eyeshadow in actual black and red. Bright red. So I figured I'd do the eyeshadow probably red on the inside, faded out to black over here. So yeah, when I'm on vacation next and I've got time to play with it, I want to put this together and I want to go do a video. And I'll be out in public with it, That's what I say. I go over, I do my videos and stuff, and then at that point, hey, I may want to stop at Walmart just to see their reactions, live streaming. So yeah. I just need to find out where to get fishnets. Now imagine if I'd stop in at like any one of the adult shops, they probably have fishnets. But I'm thinking I'd want the fishnets. Would I want them on a garter or would I want them as stay-ups? I think if I'm going to the point of doing the video like I'm on, I've even got a choice of red or black panties to go under it. But yeah, no, that's why with the different breast forms, I'm playing around with the bustiers, because I was looking for something that would completely cover it, so you're not going to see the breast form around the edge, because I don't want to go out in public with the breast form showing. So yeah. Yeah. I got a pair of them in white and I got a pair of them in black. Which I think I've only gotten to wear them a couple of times because so many of the outfits I come up with, the wife is like, no, those don't go with that outfit. So, I don't know. And if you're in sandals or something, that's not like the sock you want to put. But I'm thinking if I did the Audrey Hepburn dress and did the Adrienne pumps, that might go with the whole thing. The Kremlins and stuff. I might. Me and the wife are two totally different people on fashion. She likes the earthy tones, the earthy eyeshadows and stuff. Basically, she wants to be like as subdued as possible. Where I, on the other hand, the brighter the colors, the flashier, the prettier the flowery dress, we're two extremes. So, yeah. There were those things that, okay, we don't agree with, but there's other things we do. I get a lot of nice dresses that she likes too. And she wears the same size, so she's always got a backup wardrobe. And I don't mind if she wants to wear my clothes. She's more than welcome to. Yeah. Well, what'd be funny is go into one of these adult stores dressed. Never been in one dressed as the girl instead of being the guy, That could be fun. It's like with me though, get him really wound up, walk in, it's like, alright, where do I find your biggest butt plug? I could just imagine that. But it's just because I'm full of shit, is Puffer barking at you? I could have fun with that. And I'd be the guy bold enough to walk in and say something like that, you know? After I ask that question, but not really, I'm just looking for fishnets. Oh goodness, that would be hilarious. If I could figure out how to get it on video too, that would be great. But I'm thinking if I went in there with a video camera, they'd probably throw me out really quick. Because the people in a store like that don't want to be on video. Which reminds me, I have one of the gals that works in one of my stores that apparently I have her in the background on one of my videos back at Halloween when I'm in Walmart. She comes over and talks to me, and she's wanting to find the video, and it's like, with all the videos I've got, I have no idea, and I can't remember back to Halloween which video was which. So she's gonna dig through my channel, see if she can find it. But yeah. And if she's got a problem with being in the background or something, hey, I'll take it down. I don't mind. And I'm not here to upset people. But she was just wanting to see it, so. And let me see if it's a live stream in Walmart. God, I'd have to look. I'd have to go back and basically look by day, because somewhere back by Halloween. And I'd have to dig through, try to see if I can figure out which one, which chances are it's going to be 2 or 3 hours long. So, to try to find a particular person in the background at Walmart, it's going to take somebody some time to come up with that. Well, I'm debating on maybe running out and grabbing some wood. Which I can always take the camera out, well, it's the phone. I'm thinking, let me let it charge up just a bit before I do. But no, it surprised me how well these have stayed all day. They haven't moved. And it's just that spray surgical adhesive you spray on. Wash them down real good with basically warm water and antibacterial soap. Then you spray just the adhesive around the edge on them. And let it sit and dry for, it says 5 to 10 minutes. Well, that works fine in the summer. I find in the winter though, with it colder, it's like earlier in the week, I let them dry for like 20 minutes, and they felt dry, but apparently they weren't, because I wound up with some red markings from it. Which if it's not fully dry, it will like burn the skin a little bit. So, yeah, it's like, man, when it's cold, you gotta be careful. But once you spray them, it's like, alright, I think this is like my 3rd time in these since I sprayed them. And I just wash them off with the hot water and antibacterial soap, dry them off, and when you're washing them they come back sticky because you get the body oils off, and then when you throw them in the bra and they warm up, they're there. So yeah, let me take a look. Good question. Well, we're pretty cold this time of year as a general. But what we're looking at, let me pull the page up. My biggest thing is the night of the 17th, it better not snow. Because that's the only thing that could stop that limo from getting us to the castle, is if it snows. So, and we want to make sure we can get there. Okay, at this point, the 17th is showing high of 55, low of 35, 0% chance of precipitation. So it's showing it should be a really good week, really good night on that Sunday. But right now, it's like tonight we'll have a low of 32. High tomorrow 60, low 32. Monday, high 57, low 30. Tuesday, 60 and 33. 62 and 27 on Wednesday. And it's kind of in that ballpark. Clear up to the 22nd. And then on the 22nd, we start dipping down. At 21st, we start dipping down into the low 20s at night. So, it's really been pretty mild. Because now, it's like January. We'll get some days where it'll be like 14 below. 14 below and bright sunshine. And like 7% humidity. We're one of the few places that you can have ice on the roads and watch it evaporate at below 0 temperatures. Go directly from a solid to a gas. Never become a liquid. So Star, you're, where are you, like Carolinas or Georgia or somewhere over in that area? Probably Carolina or something.
I have sticky notes now.
Which I'd assume North Carolina, because I don't know if South Carolina even has internet. Or not Carolina, I'm thinking Virginia, never mind. Oh, Kentucky, okay. No, North Carolina, South Carolina are fine. It's the Virginias, when you go to Virginia and West Virginia. I'm thinking if you're in West Virginia, you probably don't have internet. You're lucky to have indoor plumbing. I've never seen so many houses that are still outhouse out back and stuff like that as I did when we were in West Virginia. Okay. Well, Kentucky and Tennessee are nice. So are you anywhere near the Blue Ridge Parkway? Is that Blue Ridge Parkway? That was, yep. In my younger days, that was my getaway. I was always up there on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I loved that area. Thought it was so beautiful. Thought I really knew what mountains were about. Then I came to Colorado and I saw the Rockies. And it was so funny because when we finally stopped at the motel here in Denver and I'm sitting there looking at the mountain, I cried. It was so beautiful, looking at the beautiful mountains and all, and it's like, I cried. You know, and the fact that we finally made it out here and we were in Denver, and yeah. Okay. But no, I was always on the Blue Ridge Parkway. One way or another, I was on the Blue Ridge Parkway up there. I've been up and down the whole thing, and I loved every minute. And I don't remember what that one mountain is, but it's like the tallest mountain along the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's, God, if I remember right, it's been so many years. I think it's like 6,000 foot elevation or something. Oh man, by the time you drive up there, it's like, you know, you're thinking you're going to get nosebleed. And then I come to Colorado. Where I'm sitting right now is at 6,700 feet. Okay. So, yeah. Now Pikes Peak, 14,115 feet. Kind of makes all those mountains look like roll hills. Yeah. But now Colorado Springs is like 6,300 feet, and we're out east of downtown. And we're actually up, we're at like 6,700 feet here. So, we're a lot higher out here than you think. And when I first moved out here, I couldn't breathe it. I'd get to work, I'd grab a pallet of 12 packs out of the back room of the store, and I'd go hustling out the door with the pallet jack, and I'd be down on my hands and knees grasping for air. It's like, man, how do you guys breathe this? But then you get adjusted to it. So it's not bad after all. Wow. I always did like Louisville in there. Now, Chattanooga in Tennessee was our big vacation spot for a while. Because at one point, when I was down there in Naples, in Florida, they had me on a work schedule with 11 days on and 3 days off, and then 10 days on and 4 days off. And so, okay, when I'd work the 11 days and the 3 days off, we'd take care of everything that needed to be done in our lives on those 3 days. And then, when I had the 10 days on and the 4 days off, at that point when I got off work, we were packed and ready to roll, and we'd blow into Chattanooga, Tennessee about midnight, and midnight, 2 in the morning. And we'd sit there and we'd play for the 3 days, and then get up on the 4th day and work our way back home. So it was like a mini vacation every month. But I'm glad I went and did all the things I did when I physically could do them. Because as you get older, you find you can't do it. So, yeah. You know, it's like when I did the live stream this past summer and took the hike up here on the mountain. And had to do it in the skirt and the blouse and, you know, the wig. Had to do it as the girl. And I live streamed it, and I was amazed at how much reception I actually had up there to do it. But the wife was sitting at home watching to make sure, because I've been through 2 heart surgeries. So yeah, when I get to huffing and puffing and stuff like that, it's like she was concerned. She was watching live just in case I was going to have my heart attack up there. But it was a case of one of those things I wanted to do. I wanted to go for a hike up the mountain dressed as a girl. And I did. This has been a year for a lot of bucket list items. Cross them off. And a lot of it has been, you know, I'm taking you guys with me doing it. So, I'm loving life. I'm having a ball. I work myself to death on the job, but, you know, when I get off the job, I have fun. So, I wonder. There it is. I lost my nail. Oh, if you're wondering what this thing is, this is the Echo that I won for Employee of the Year. I've got her unplugged at the moment.
Can I plug her in?
Do what?
When I'm done with this, can I plug her in?
Yeah, I think she's unplugged on the other end though, because I think I was using that plug. Alexa really isn't as smart as she thinks she is. But I'm glad you enjoy it, Star. I have fun. And like I say, when I'm out and about, even in the dress with the crinoline and the whole bit underneath it, I'll walk into the most crowded place. It doesn't bother me. You know, maybe that's when maybe I need to go through the mall in it. You know, get all dialed up there and then take it to the mall. That could make good video.
This is what I wanted last time.
What?
And you did not stay. So I'm just going to turn you so I can make you like the last one.
Mm-hmm. One of these days I've got to clean my room up here. I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do.
Now then. The in-laws are coming in. Did you say the 19th, dear?
You do.
Yeah, I think it's the 19th. The in-laws are coming in. Mom and Dad are the only ones that don't know about my dressing. Everybody else does. I mean... So what I did was after they got their tickets and all, and it was nailed down they were coming, I changed my picture on my Facebook account. you got my girl face on there. And so then it's like, okay, I figured for sure Dad would call me because they follow my channel. I've only had about 6 friends on there, and I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. And I never heard from Dad. When I got the award for Employee of the Year, I posted it on there. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to hear from Dad. I haven't heard from Dad. They're still coming. I don't know if he hasn't looked at Facebook, he hasn't paid any attention to it, or maybe he's just willing to accept it. Now then, he'll be here for 2 weeks. Okay, they're coming in on the 19th, they're leaving after the 1st of January. I have got so many clothes, so many wigs, so much makeup. I can't put it away, I can't hide it. There's no way I can keep it from him. You know, so many shoes. Hey, it's me. He's going to have to deal with it. And you know me, even with them here, hey, I work too hard not to be comfortable. And life is too short to waste the time. So, you know, I'm prepared for it. Now, I'm debating if I like want to live stream it the first time he sees me in a dress. If I live stream it without him knowing about it, that could be definitely a classic video. I really don't know, Star. The wife thinks that Mom will be okay with it. She's not sure how Dad's going to take it. However, she's happy. Her daughter's happy. We're all happy. We have fun in life. You know, we love each other. We've got, I mean, come on. The wife helps me out with the dressing. She epilated my back, pinning me down on the sink and ripping the hair out while I'm screaming bloody murder because she knew I wanted it done. And, I mean, this is love. You know, God, I love that woman so much. And then you get all these guys on Facebook and all, you know, trying to pick me up. And it's like, no, I'm true to the wife. There's no way I'd give that woman up. You know, she's just way too good to me, and she puts up with so much for me, and she supports me on it and the whole bit. You know, if it doesn't look right, if there's a problem with it, she'll tell me. You know, if I have questions on something new, she'll explain to me how it works. And I have never felt so close to anybody in my life. You know, even my ex, I was married to her for 18 years, but there was so much stuff that, you know, couldn't talk about because she'd get all pissed off. And with my wife here, she knows everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I can be honest with her, throw it on the table, and she understands. She understands it's me. To where, no, she's, put it this way, she's got my heart to the point that I was talking about burial slots the other day. One of us is going to bury the other one at some point. Okay? And I always want to just cremate me, you know, don't waste money on me, just cremate me and be done with me. Well, if she's wanting to be buried, I'd like to be buried next to her. So my thinking has changed. And that's because, you know, the love has gotten to that point that, you know, I'd love to spend eternity with her. And me in a dress, and, you know, all the guys trying to pick me up and stuff like that, and it's like, no, you know. And sex is not a part of the cross-dressing to begin with. I'm not looking for sex. I'm not looking to pick up the guys. I'm just looking to have fun and enjoy life and be free. To me, it's a real freedom thing. You know, it's like, this is what America is about, being free. If I want to go out in public in a dress, hey, nobody cares. This country is great. So, yeah.
I'm done another thing, because the tape was almost out.
And then this
Now
little
the
girl
sticky
here. There's no way I'd ever give that up. I saw one on Facebook this morning, a thing on the back of a biker jacket. It says, I asked God for an angel. He gave me my daughter. That is so true. Yeah, and I've gotten now where I've had enough guys, especially like online here, trying to hit on me and stuff. I can be nice to them. I can be friends to them. If they even want to go out and about with me, I don't mind. I'm not looking for sex. And I'm not going to do anything to screw up the relationship I have. I mean, I have got such a wonderful family here that there's no way I'd screw that up. It means too much to me. I'm way too old to try to do anything like that. So I'm here for the long run. There's only one person that can take me away from her, and that's the good Lord upstairs. And we always assume I'm going to be the first to go. But I was listening to a song on the radio the other day, and it kind of opened my eyes. It's like, wait a minute now. I might not be the first one to go. Something might happen. She might be the first one to go. I don't know. So I figure I better start asking questions now. It's like, okay, if something were to go wrong, do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? If you want to be buried, then I want to be buried next to you.
If you are gonna be buried, and then when Mama dies, I'll put her next to you if she dies.
Yes, if your mama wants to be buried, I want to be buried next to her.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm thinking cremate me, because that's the cheapest, most inexpensive way to go, and that way it doesn't cost you guys a whole lot to put me to rest.
We might just do.
See, but then what you get is my ashes in an urn. Okay. So, it's taken my wife to change my thinking on that. And I've always looked at to just cremate me. Like I say, with Kim and how much she means to me and all she's done for me, and the way she supports me no matter how wild and bizarre my ideas. And it's like, come on, I'm going to my company Christmas party in a dress as the girl, and she's proud of me. She had a great time. She was proud to be there with me and be a part of it. And most wives would be like, oh, I don't even want to go. I don't want to see that. No way. But no, she was there, and she had an awesome time, and she thought it was great, and she was, like I said, she was proud of me to walk into that room with everybody I work with in a dress. Where are you ever going to find a woman like that? They don't make them like that. So that's why the bit with Mom and Dad coming, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm still me. Now coming up on the 17th here, okay, I'm going to be the most upstanding prince, basically, for taking my daughter to the princess ball in this, $252 tux, the whole bit. Hey, I'm the daddy. I can play the dad. I can step up and be the dad when I need to be. And this is as formal as it gets. I have never rented a tux. I have never been that formal. But for my little girl, hey, I can do this. If I could walk into Walmart in a dress, I darn sure could take my daughter to the princess ball at the Glen Eyrie Castle. So, this will be fun. She is going to get the royal treatment in reality, not just a fantasy, not a makeup. This is the real deal. And there'll even be a princess there at the door to greet her. So, because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, princess, whoever she is, will be at the door to greet you when we arrive.
What?
Now then, you might be upstaging her in that dress, so she may not be happy with you. Okay, so what happens if my daughter upstages the princess on fashion? What happens then? Hey, it's worth a shot, you know. It's like when she entered that essay writing contest. She's 8 years old. And she was so determined. She's like, I want to win that. I want to take my daddy to the ball. And she was just... Okay, it's got nothing to do with the school. This is a function that's put on over at Glen Eyrie Castle. And basically tickets are normally $90. And it's the daddy-daughter princess ball. And yeah, it's one of those things that they do there at the castle. And it's the whole old-time experience. And it's a very formal event. And at $90 a pop, you know, it takes money to be able to get in on that. So, yeah, no, this is way beyond the school.
No money!
This is more like for the parents of the Broadmoor. You know.
You don't have to pay for
No,
tickets.
she won us these tickets. That's why I put so much money into this. Because no, this is an event that, you know, unless you're, who's going to go out and pay $90 a ticket to take their daughter to a princess ball? Okay, it's going to be your wealthy people, higher ups, your upper class.
When you pay for them, you lose money. But when you win them, you don't lose as much money.
No, but then it cost me an arm and a leg for the outfit and for the transportation and for. But I'm loving every minute of it.
You don't have to lose $90 at least.
Nope. No, I am going to be proud of my little girl. You have made me proud. We're going to walk into that ballroom like we own it, girl. Okay. Now this is so far above and beyond. Like I say, it's a formal event. Black tie. In my case, pink tie. Pink vest under black tux. This is going to be great. But no, this was something put on by her dentist's office. It seems her dentist is one of the sponsors that helps to support and put this on. And that's why he had the essay writing contest.
What do you think?
I'm thinking you're screwing up my signal. It's getting rainy.
No. Look at though.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's the princess flag.
Ah, there we go.
I'm not gonna have it like this on the thing, otherwise it would screw.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it like this.
Okay. That looks good. But no, that's why I rented the limo and all. $320, $325 for just pick up and drop off service. And the biggest limo I could rent that they can get to the castle in. Because any bigger limo, the streets are too tight and all for them to even get it in there. So, yeah. It's the only restriction on limo size was how big can you actually make it into the castle with. So, yeah. That's what limited the size of the limos. But this is a big car. And when he sent me the picture, because after he's talking about it, it's like he's talking it down some, but basically, it's considered a small car. It's like 26 feet, whereas their biggest car is like 52 feet. So, yeah, they can't get a 52-foot limo in there by any means, but 26 feet's up like all the bigger they can get in. But this is nice, and it looks bigger than it really is. So, we're going to have fun. In the meantime, today's my laundry day. Which I need to go get my laundry out of the dryer at some point. Do what? Scented? Oh, like blueberry or something.
It's blueberry.
Or blue raspberry. Or...
Blueberry.
I plan on getting pictures, video. Like I said, I'd love to even do a little bit of a live stream if I can. I'm going to see what I can do.
I don't want
Being
to
I'm not taking a purse with me, it's like if I take my little tripod, I need to be able to tuck it in the pocket in my tux. So I'm not going to have the bag. I can put my tripod and everything in and have my camera and all. Yeah, no, I'd look funny in the tux coming in with a purse. But hey, it's my man bag. There we go. Oh, I'm sure we'll have lots of pictures, lots of video. Thing is, though, spending time with my daughter gets priority. Hopefully, she'll give me time to do some pictures and video, but I'm there to spend time with her. But, you know, hopefully she understands that we want the memories.
I'm not very good at drawing leaves, but leaf.
Very nice. Now I'm going to have to go out and get my work clothes out of the dryer, hang them up. And then I can take all the rest of the socks and underwear and thermals and stuff and just throw them in a big basket. I got all my girly stuff in the washer, which I've got my pillow slip covers for the bed there that are in the wash. I don't know if you've ever seen my bed, but my pillows, like how you got the pillow with the pillowcase, and then I've got a half slip for a cover. Yeah, it's a slip cover. Get it? It's the actual slip. And it's like I love sleeping on it. I love the feel of the material. I love the way you silky soft and you slide on it and stuff. And so, and it's actually very functional because if I drool in my night or something, at that point, pull the slip off, throw the next one on it. So, you know, the whole bit with putting the slip on the pillow, you know, that all came about, like I say, when I was living alone basically, and
Only one.
you know, it's like, all right, when she went out the door and I didn't have that to curl up next to, and I wound up, you know, after actual getting into wearing it, and then I found that, you know, hey, it's great to sleep on, you know, put one over the pillow. So yeah, as you can tell, they're all the older slips with the lace on the bottom, instead of like the new ones with the itty bitty little just beading. It's like, what happened to lace? I like lace. Lace is pretty. But I know the little beading on the bottom is cheaper to manufacture than putting the lace on it. So they can cut out a nickel on the manufacturer cost and still raise the price and make more money. Now and then I keep a couple more of the half slips on the bed that I tend to sleep at night with my arms up. Well, you know, we heat with wood here, the majority of it. And other than that, I set the furnace really cold at night. And so yeah, when it's really cold at night, the bedroom gets cold. And so we're under the electric blanket. And I find, poke your arm up inside one of those slips, and you can still have it out and up in the air, you know, up over by your head, whatever. And it's enough to keep the arm warm. It's enough to keep the cold off it. And I'll get some nights where it's like blistering cold, and you'll find myself, you know, pulling over my head to try to warm my head up. Because it's just enough to hold the body heat. So, they do come in handy. I just realized what time it is here. I probably got people over at Rosie's wondering where I'm at. I don't know. Take a look here. That is pretty. You got a lot of work on that.
Look.
Uh-huh. Yep. That is the true princess flag.
It's like a princess castle, too.
Yep. Pretty cool. A castle and a flag all in one.
I'm actually going to put it on here like this.
Yeah.
Because it's a castle. That's a flag.
Okay. Rosie is on. Rosie is on, guys. Tell you what. It is 10:30 p.m. there. Yeah, I'm showing 8:14 here. 8:14, 8:18, somewhere there. So yeah. I'm going to get off of here, and I am headed over to the chat room at Rosie O'Kelly. Now, I don't know if you know who Rosie is. She's a good friend. But most people know Rosie. So yeah, I'm going to go over Rosie. Which if you want, hold on here. I can probably actually, and it's my chat room, I can probably actually post the link there. Okay. I'll post the link if you want to come over and say hello. There we go. Okay. You've got the link there to Rosie's if you want to come over and see the crowd if you don't know who they are. So, you have a good evening, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Bye.